Is he going to work on the
Same slide, and we are going to be starting in 3, 2.
Is he going to be working on the Welcome to the Chaparral Broadcasting Club. My name is Joseph Odessa.
My name is Ian Combest, and today we have the Chaparral Wolverines versus Doherty High School from Colorado Springs. We are at Echo Park Stadium. As of now, the score is 0-0 with 9:30 left in the first quarter. Our broadcast went down because of poor internet connection, but we have brought it up, and we are ready to start broadcasting the game. Chaparral will be attempting a field goal. Kicker number 12, Nolan Ackerman. The kick is blocked, and Doherty has picked up the football. They will take over at around the 35-yard line.
That was quite a jump. Quite a block indeed. Taken over back by Doherty. Excuse me.
Doherty will take over at the 34, at the Doherty 34. As we see, looks like Doherty. Let's see. Play has been stopped here for a substitution. Looks like number 5, Brain Mosley, as the senior, will exit the field in place of Brandon Dees. Another substitution here by Doherty.
Why do you think they're substituting so many people?
It could be... Oh, all I'm worried about is the delay of game penalty they could be risking. Looks like we're going to get play going here. Quarterback, the pitch. Martinez with a big run. Gets about 6 yards on that play. Second down coming up for Doherty at about the 41-yard line.
A wonderful sack made by Chaparral Wolverines.
A good tackle there.
Hopefully we do really well this game.
Quarterback Brody Gish will line up in the shotgun next to Martinez. Gish will take the snap, and it's a handoff to Martinez up the middle, getting yards, and that's going to be a Doherty first down. Doherty now getting their run game going. How do you think the run game could influence how the game plays out? Do you think Doherty's carrying the momentum?
Well, they do happen to have larger people to break through our defense, but I do in fact believe that we'll be able to stop them even though their running game seems to be increasing every single play.
Another running play there by Doherty. Martinez getting a lot of handoffs this game. He looks to be their go-to guy for Doherty. The quarterback run Looks to only gain about 3 yards there. The run by quarterback Brody Gish. Looks to be a 2nd and 7 at the Doherty 49-yard line.
Chaparral's keeping up good with their tackles and blocking the defense wonderfully.
3rd down and 6 now for Doherty. Looks like Gish is changing the play call, getting it from his coach. Gish takes the snap. It's a handoff. Looks like Brandon Dees took that one. I can't tell if it will be a 1st down or not. It looks to be close. It is a 1st down. Doherty.
They seem to be pushing that bar far. Excuse me. Doherty seems to be pushing the ball far up that yard line. We might be able to see them get a touchdown, maybe not.
The handoff to Mosley. He breaks a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. With Mosley the carry, looks like he only gained a few yards. Chaparral's defense is trying to hold up against the run game. Doherty's getting small amounts of yards per play, but they are moving up the field. Gish now another shotgun snap. Looking back at head coach John Krumoff, looks to be changing the play. Quarterback draw. That one will be close to the 1st down. Third down now for Doherty.
They could even go past.
Looks like Doherty will either have to choose between a field goal or a punt here.
I'm thinking they're gonna be going for a punt.
Doherty looks to be going for it here. We have a timeout called by Doherty. Or excuse me, Chaparral. Chaparral timeout. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting broadcast of Doherty versus Chaparral football. Doherty now with a 4th and 6 at the Chaparral 40-yard line. They look to be going for it. It's a handoff. And Doherty will not get the 1st down. Chaparral will take over on downs. Chaparral now starting in good field position. How do you think this could affect the game going forward?
Well, I think this might affect the game going forward because Doherty might not be able to get past that line of scrimmage, which is what they want. Our defense, Chaparral defenses seem to be increasing every time they go in for that line of scrimmage.
Chaparral now taking over. Quarterback Connor Ruth, the junior, will step on the field again. Ruth in the shotgun. Hands off. Dylan Smithwick with the handoff. Looks to be only getting a yard or 2 on that play.
They're pulling back and forth on each other.
Both defenses playing strong tonight as they both look to stop each other. This has been a very defensive game. No points scored with around 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Ruth in the shotgun. Dylan Smithwick, the running back, next to him. Ruth will take the snap. It's a pass. The blitz by Doherty. He gets the pass off and it's incomplete. Pass intended for number 84, Nick Miles.
I was informed before the game that they were going to be using their freshman freshman quarterback. Is that in play yet or no?
No. See, Connor Ruth gets the play call from new Chaparral head coach, Jeff Ketron. Ketron taking over for Coach Dobbs. And there's definitely been a difference in how Chaparral has played compared to last year. And it definitely has shown in their record and their offensive power.
1-5 definitely seems to be showing up on their record.
1-5. Smithwick will take the handoff, and he gets absolutely nowhere, as Chaparral will be set up with a 4th down. Chaparral again not able to get the offense going. They have been struggling with that all season. How do you think that's influenced their record?
It's influenced their record because it is.
You see the Chaparral offense not able to get anything going. Last week at Chaparral's homecoming game, they were shut out by visiting Regis. Looks to punt here. Nolan Ackerman will take the punt and is almost blocked. The return here, there will be no return as Tyzel Lewis looks to down the ball, and Doherty will start on their own 21-yard line. We will be back in a few seconds. You're watching the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Doherty ready to start another drive at their 21-yard line. Quarterback Brody Gish, the sophomore, looks to take the snap in the shotgun once again. That looks to be their game plan tonight. As play will start. Gish, the handoff to running back Brain Mosley, the senior, doesn't get much there. The Chaparral defense has been extremely strong this year. However, the offense hasn't been able to match up, and it's kind of the defense is doing all they can, but the offense just can't seem to, make a difference in games. Chaparral really showing that in their record.
I think switching out Coach Dobbs. Coach Dobbs had a more of a good offense as a good defense and vice versa. But this year they seem to be on their defense instead of their offense.
Chaparral there with another great stop on the run. Doherty has been running the ball much more than we expected. Doherty looks to expose the run game. However, Chaparral is stopping them cleanly here. About 4 minutes left in the first quarter. It is a second and... Excuse me. It will be... The scoreboard has not changed yet, so we do not know the down. A holding penalty on the offense will set Doherty back 10 yards.
Looks like they're subbing out number 18 on the Chaparral team, or number 8, excuse me.
That is Lionel Barham, the defensive lineman, going out of the game for Chaparral. Quarterback Brady Gish looks to take the snap in the shotgun again. Open backfield. Snap is low. Gish is going to take it himself. He's getting good yardage, and he is eventually tackled with a big hit from Lydell Hudson, the junior. Hudson with a good tackle there. Third and 12 now for the Doherty offense. Gish will take the snap. Gish with the pitch play. He keeps the ball. He's got it to Brain Mosley, and he has a big run. Mosley all the way down past the 50. Mosley, one man to beat. Mosley will 10-5, touchdown. Touchdown, Doherty.
And maybe a holding penalty on number 7.
There is a flag on the field. Brain Mosley with an absolutely astounding run to give Doherty the lead, depending on what the penalty is here. What speed from Brain Mosley, the senior.
On that play,
The penalty is on Chaparral. Therefore, Doherty has declined and will kick the extra point. The touchdown will stand. Kicker. The extra point is good. Doherty takes a 7-0 lead. We will be back on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Doherty put up a touchdown on a huge run by running back Brain Mosley with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Kicker, number 24, Gabrick Decker. The return is going to be a big one. Chaparral with the big return out to about the 35-yard line. That will give them good field position to start out on this next drive, which they need to get a touchdown. They need to get their offense going. How do you think Chaparral should get their offense going?
Well, they need to keep their offense going by using a defensive strategy. Obviously, throughout their plays, we've noticed a pattern of defensive expertise, and that's what they need to be focusing on, because if they have a defensive prioritized, they need to use that. As a famous quote is, a good offense is an amazing defense.
Well, we certainly have seen an amazing defense tonight for Chaparral. However, their offense still hasn't been able to put the points on the board. Connor Ruth in the shotgun here. Good field position. You do not want to waste an opportunity like this. Ruth drops back to pass. Ruth throws the ball. It'll be incomplete. Looks to be no intended receiver. Throwing the ball away there.
I don't remember Casper being on this list.
We'll see what Chaparral runs next, as it will be a 2nd and 10. Chaparral can't waste this opportunity. The 35-yard line is a good line to start with. It's a good line of scrimmage to have in any situation when you first start out on your drive. However, the Chaparral offense seems they cannot convert on any scoring opportunity they have. Connor Ruth gets the play from new head coach Jeff Ketron.
Not only Dory seems to be doing amazing in offense, obviously, from their quarterback, but they seem to be continuing in a defense because of their obviously foreseen defense. Seem to be holding back our offense attempts.
Connor Ruth will take the snap. Once again, it is a handoff. Trying to break tackles there. Looks to be Dylan Smithwick, the senior. Smithwick is getting the carries, however, most of his runs have only been 2 or 3 yards.
It seems to be one of his famous strategies.
Connor Ruth now in the huddle again. Excuse me.
With only 2 minutes in the game.
Connor Ruth in the shotgun again. Ruth will take the snap. Looks to be a blitz from Doherty. Connor Ruth running away from the defensive lineman, and it will be another incomplete pass. Chaparral will be forced to punt once again.
What I'm noticing on our Chaparral's defense is that they can't seem to hold Doherty back before they break through and come straight for the quarterback.
The offensive line definitely not holding up as well as they thought. However, Doherty has extreme size. You look at players like number 70. You look at players like number 77, Justin Anatone, the junior, 6'3", 315 pounds.
That is quite a lot of weight to be running.
Nolan Ackerman, the punt is blocked by Doherty. It will be recovered by. Let's see here. We don't have a signal.
7.
The punt has been recovered by Doherty.
7.
By Gage Vanamon. Gage, the senior, has recovered the blocked punt, and Doherty will have amazing field position and challenge this Shap defense once again.
Doherty seems to be a very tall school, meaning that they're able to catch most of our punts. Most of Chaparral's punts. Blocks most of our punts.
That is a blocked field goal and a blocked punt tonight on Doherty's side. Chaparral needing to hold up that line. Gish the screen pass to Anamon. Anamon with a big hole. Anamon fighting through, and he's eventually tackled by the Chaparral player. Good run there. That will be a first down. Chaparral now. Their offense hasn't been going. However, Doherty is starting to get hot. What do you think Chaparral needs to do in order to stop this offense?
I think Chaparral seems to be taking a strategy of letting the opposing team work hard at the very beginning, and Chaparral might be able to pull it off in the end.
We have a penalty holding on the offense. That play is negated. That is huge for Chaparral, as that play was about 14 yards. That's huge. Brady Gish will take the snap in the shotgun once again. He has not taken one under center tonight. Doherty at their own 48-yard line. Gish changing the play again from coach Jeff Krumloff. Gish will throw. It's caught. Breaks a tackle. That's Brain Mosley again with the huge play. Mosley having a great game today. A great play there by Gish to avoid the pressure and get it out to the running back, Mosley.
Doherty seems to be a heavy team as through our roster sheet, and that seems to be showing up on Chaparral's defense because they're not really able to do tackles. They're more doing leg takeouts. What's a leg tackle? There is a touch. It's just
Doherty, the handoff. Looks to gain a few yards there.
I'm starting to see some heat with number 7 and the number 11 pushing off of each other. Now looking like they're attacking each other through verbals.
Doherty will take snap from the Chaparral 20-yard line. Gish moves to his left. He's got the running back there, breaking some tackles, and he's eventually tackled down at what looks to be the 7-yard line. Doherty pushing their way through this strong Chaparral defense once again. Chaparral is having a tough time containing this Doherty offense that is starting to get hot. Gish, handoff to Anamon, and he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like Chaparral's
By number 6, Colin Shute. A good play there to break through the line and get him down.
Looks like Chaparral's trying to find little cracks in their defense to try and tackle the quarterback so that they can go down to a first down.
Gish will take the snap in the shotgun. It's a handoff. Great play from Chaparral. That looks to be number 57, Mikey McClellan. McClellan with a great play there to tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. That will bring up third and long. And that is the end of the first quarter. We will be back soon on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network.
Sorry for that interruption, everyone. The internet went out and we are back up and running.
And there is a timeout called by Chaparral. We will take a break here on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcast Network. Connor Ruth dropping back. He's being chased. He'll just throw the pass away as the diving receiver there. Number 84, Nick Miles. Covered by number 27, Devin Labato, the senior. Labato with good coverage on. Nick Miles is absolutely massive. We know that. And he has the speed. But so far, we haven't seen him much this game. Do you think that Ruth... Let me rephrase that. Do you think that Doherty's defense is holding up and purposely covering him, or do you think it's more of a Doherty's defense is just better overall, or Chaparral's offense just can't?
I feel like Doherty's defense has a bulkier way to defend Chaparral, even though Chaparral seems to be nimbler and quick. Jump over that candlestick. Even though Chaparral seems to be on a fourth down, we might be able to pass this.
It will be a Chaparral first down. Ruth hands off to Dylan Smithwick, who will get close to nothing on that play. Looks to gain maybe half of a yard. Dylan Smithwick getting a lot of time with the ball tonight. Lots of carries. Upwards of 10 carries tonight. We haven't seen Ruth pass this much.
We have not. No, we have not. Seems to be on Chaparral's second down. Our quarterback might be able to get an accurate shot, leading to another down, but a first down farther up the field.
Again, no deep safeties for Doherty. However, they're playing their corners far off. Ruth will take it. He's going to run it himself, and he'll get about 2 or 3 yards.
I think Chaparral seems to be using their quarterback a lot, but not for throwing, but for running the passes, because he may not. The reason why is because the defense on Doherty seems to be so much that they are not able to get past the defense so that they can catch the ball farther down the field.
We see here Connor Ruth ready to take another snap. Chaparral needs a big play here to get the momentum going. Doherty has all of it so far. It is a Chaparral 3rd and 9. Ruth with the pass drops back in the shotgun. He will throw it. He's got it to Nick Miles for the incomplete pass. Miles could not hold on to the ball there as he fell to the ground. Good coverage there from Labato. Chaparral will be forced to punt once again. Chaparral has not scored a single point in what is nearing 5.5 quarters.
Not another good excuse me, not another loss to the GD. Win-loss ratio is not good for morale, nor is it going to be good for gameplay, as feeling is everything.
Chaparral now on a massive scoreless streak. They need to put up points. Even a field goal here could change everything, as Ackerman with a solid punt. The punt will be returned here, and with a big return, he is tackled around the 41-yard line. Doherty now ready to take over after that missed field goal attempt the last time they were out on the field. Quarterback Brady Gish looks to get something going here tonight, as Doherty has had many opportunities to score. However, they have not been able to put the points up on the board. As it will be completed to Vanneman.
What I seem to be happening is that Chaparral is unable to contain one person with one person. They seem to have to go 2 on 1 person, as they did for that last play, trying to tackle one person. They had to have 2 defenders take on one.
Chaparral. Chaparral playing zone coverage. This will be a screen pass to running back Brain Mosley. He breaks another tackle. Looks to be a first down. Brain Mosley having a big game tonight, having some huge runs, as well as just overall breaking tackles. He's been able to get through the line of scrimmage. Mosley has definitely been the player of the game so far.
Yes, indeed. With that last play, they only seem to go only a couple meters
Gish,
ahead.
the pass is knocked down. Good play there by the Chaparral lineman. That was number 15, Braden Banks. Braden Banks with a good block there.
Wolverines seem to be having a defense problem. Seems to be a little scared of the other team.
Gish takes the snap, rolls to his left, turns around, throws. He's got an open man. It is caught, and it is dropped. A wide open pass is dropped by the receiver. The pass intended for Gage Vanneman.
I'm starting to think Doherty seems to be getting a little bit cocky with their skill.
Vanneman was definitely open on that play. You just got to keep your hands on the ball.
Or maybe
it will be a penalty on Doherty. Was this another holding? I couldn't see the referee. But nonetheless, Doherty will be set back yards. Looks to be a 2nd and 15 here. Yes, 2nd and 15 with 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Gish in the shotgun. Gish drops back, throws. This is a deep pass. It will be incomplete. There was a possible chance for interception there by the Chaparral safety.
The stands seem to be getting a little heated. That Chaparral was unable to
Griffin
complete.
Vanderwert was in the area. I think Vanderwert definitely could have made a play on that ball. It was definitely very close to him. You want to give your all. You want to make sure that you can do anything for your team.
You want to make sure that you're putting in part of the team. That's why it's called teamwork and not eye work.
Vanderwert is deep. Gish takes the snap. Oh, the pass is caught. It is intercepted by Chaparral.
Chaparral making their first.
Chaparral making their interception.
Seems like the entire team
pass
seems to be wonderfully
intercepted. That looks like number 25, Connor Dooley, with the interception. A nice, beautiful diving catch. Connor Dooley, what a great play. Now Chaparral needs to convert on this turnover.
Yes, indeed. That is a wonderful play made by Chaparral. Hopefully they can continue their good luck spree all the way to the field line.
Enzo.
Excuse me, Enzo.
Ruth in the shotgun. In motion is Braden center. The handoff to Smithwick, and he will be stopped for no gain.
Definitely Dory upset with that interception. Seems to be buffing up their defense to block this because it is what they describe to be unfair.
Ruth in the shotgun. Doherty playing man coverage on this play. Ruth going. The pass is incomplete, intended for number 81, Joshua Kovac, the sophomore. Chaparral continuing to struggle on offense. Lots of dropped passes tonight. Very unnecessarily dropped passes that definitely could have helped both offenses.
Yes, indeed.
Ruth getting the play from coach. Chaparral now with 3 receivers to the left of Connor Ruth. Again, Doherty playing man coverage. Ruth will take the snap. It's a pass, and it is caught and dropped once again. That is intended for Joshua Kovac, his second drop in a row. Chaparral will once again bring out Nolan Ackerman and the punting unit. Chaparral has not been able to convert anything on offense, and there's been a lot of holes in this Doherty defense so far, as you can see by the man coverage. Quarterback Devin Lobato has been extremely strong tonight. However, the rest of the defense is just kind of following the pace of the Chaparral offense, which isn't very fast at the moment. Chaparral needs to pick it up, as the referees will blow the whistle. Looks like they need to talk something over here. It's a penalty. Chaparral will gain 5 yards. However, it will still be 4th down and 4. Chaparral will still punt the ball. However, this does give Nolan Ackerman a better opportunity to pin the Doherty offense down inside the 20. The snap is good. Ackerman, the kick is up. It will be a fair catch. And it's dropped! Chaparral has recovered the football. The fumble by the return man looks like Vanneman could not hang on to the ball. He was ran into by his own man after calling the fair catch, and Chaparral has recovered the football.
Chaparral's every single lucky play seems to be boosting their morale, being able them to push further to the yard line.
Referee's talking over here. We'll see who they give possession to. Chaparral definitely did come up with that football. However, they're going to talk about whether or not the Chaparral player touched the Doherty returner after the fair catch was already called. The penalty on Chaparral. Doherty will keep control of the football, as the Chaparral player did in fact touch the Doherty returner first after the fair catch was called. Therefore, Doherty will retain possession of the football. The pitch, it's going to be thrown deep on, and it is going to be pass interference. The flag is definitely down. There was definitely contact there from Griffin Vanderwert. We're going to see what they call. This looks to be a huge gain for Doherty, as Vanderwert definitely got his hands there and was able to push the receiver. The pass thrown by Logan Seifert, the junior. He's been coming in to play quarterback recently. Do you think that this quarterback change is going to affect anything?
This quarterback change might change it with a stronger arm. They might be able to get stronger gains if their receivers can actually catch the ball without penalty.
And it is on Griffin Vanderwert. The pass interference call will bring Doherty up 15 yards. 1st and 10 from their own 40. Is going to be kept here. And no yards gained. The Chaparral defense was able to stop them there.
Seems to be clumping in a ball and working as a team, all together as one person. Seems to be working together, but when Doherty uses a single-man tactic of running alone, that's when they seem to get pushed through the defense.
2nd and 10 now from the Doherty 40. Seifert, the screen pass to, again, Mosley. And he looks like he has gotten past the first down marker. Looks to be a first down for Doherty. Doherty is just first down after first down. What do you think the Chaparral defense needs to do in order to stop this?
Well, as in shown as that last tackle takedown, they seem to be working better together as a wall defense instead of a one-on-one defense.
Seifert is going to be sacked by number 15, Braden Banks, the linebacker. Banks with a great tackle there was able to wrap around the ankles and bring the quarterback Seifert down. That is huge for Chaparral. Now with 5 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second quarter, we have a flag down. Looks to be a false start on Doherty. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. Doherty will be set back 5 yards. It will now become 2nd and 15.
What do you think Doherty went for a false start there?
Doherty just not able to contain themselves on the line right there. Seifert in the shotgun. Seifert rolls to his left, throws. He's got a wide open receiver there. The spin move, he's almost able to stay on his feet. The receiver, CJ Pulio. Pulio almost able to keep his ground there. That was a good play for Doherty there to just negate that 2nd and 15. That's a long way to go. And they were able to find a way to shorten that. Seifert, the pitch to Vanneman. Vanneman is not going to get much there. It will turn into a 2nd and 10 with an even 5 minutes left in the second quarter.
Doherty seem to be pushing through the defense harder and harder every time they go through another play. Chaparral's morale seems to be going down every time their quarterback
Chaparral. Looks like Seifert looks back at coach. Getting the play call. Seifert takes it as a handoff to number 26, Jaden Martinez. Not much gained there either. It will be 3rd down.
Number 6, Logan Sheriff, was doing a fake-out throw there, trying to show the Chaparral team that he was going for one side, but handing it off to another to distract.
Seifert drops back. He's going to throw it deep to the end zone. It is intercepted by number 1, Tyzel Lewis. Lewis now has time. He's running. He's got blocks, and he is brought down at the 35-yard line. Tyzel Lewis with a great catch. There is a flag down on the field, as well as the flag is down. We'll see who it is on here. The flag was thrown after the interception. Tyzel Lewis, what a great way to go up there and snag that ball. What a great play.
Yes, indeed. The teamwork really showing out there, and that's boosting the morale of Chaparral, hopefully giving them enough of a chance to bring it all the way down to the yard line, getting a touchdown. End zone, excuse me.
The penalty is on Chaparral. However, they will retain possession of the ball. Chaparral now. Their defense has been absolutely spectacular compared to last week against Regis. However, their offense still cannot get going. The offense needs to put up points on the board if they want to win. Connor Ruth is going to have to work some magic here in order to get this offense going with 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first half. It's a handoff to Smithwick, and again, the Chaparral running game not able to produce. Only getting about a yard there.
Doherty seems to be fast on their feet. Whatever Chaparral seems to be going through, straight through the middle or through the sides, they seem to be fast on their shuffles to take down the Chaparral offensive. Chaparral needs to find a way to bust through that defense to find a way all the way down the field.
It will be a 2nd and 7 for Doherty, for Chaparral. Connor Ruth in the shotgun. Shifting over is Jacob Keeland. It will be pitched to Jake Keeland. Keelan has some room on the outside, and he's brought down, only gaining about 3 yards there. We haven't seen much of Keelan, the junior. Now under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Chaparral needs to put up some points here if they want to go into the half feeling confident and like they can take control of this game. Connor Ruth running onto the field. Will give his teammates the play call. Connor Ruth has definitely given his team the opportunities. It's just the team around him has not been able to catch the ball. The team has not been able to run the ball. They need to figure out something here. Ruth will take the snap. It is a pass. Ruth finding his man. It is almost intercepted by number 3, Brandon Dees. Pass was intended for Jacob Keeland. He got a hand on it. However, it was tipped up in the air and almost picked off. Chaparral, once again, not able to get down the field. It is a 4th down and 7. It will be a 4th and 7 now. 2 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first half. Nolan Ackerman out to punt for what feels like the millionth time tonight. Chaparral needs to get their offense going.
Hopefully on this next round they can find a way to stop Regis right in their tracks to get a far downfield advantage.
Ackerman, the punt will not be returned by Vanneman. He will just fall on the ball, and we will be back on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. 2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Chaparral with a good defensive play there. Another great defensive play, able to stop Doherty in their tracks. The score is 7-0. We are now under 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Quarterback in motion is Mosley. Looks like the Gish will take it, and he's able to get, looks like, 6 yards there on the play.
Doherty is in fact trying to make those plays, but defense on Chaparral seems to be picking up. Chaparral seems to be stopping them faster and faster, gaining no yards at all.
Gish will pitch it to Vanneman. Vanneman looks like he's able to get the first down as Doherty is now on Chaparral's side of the football field. He has moved the chains. 1st and 10. We're now approaching 1 minute left to go in the half. The no-huddle offense now from Gish. Gish will take the snap. It's a pass. Drops back. throwing it deep. He's got a receiver open, and looks like there was some contact there. However, no flag was thrown. That was Lydell Hudson on the coverage. Intended for number 5, Brain Mosley.
Looks like Regis is trying to throw out those long passes. Doherty, excuse me, is trying to throw out those long passes, but either Chaparral either intercepting them or not even finding a person to throw to.
Doherty trying to speed up the pace here. 56.9 seconds left to go here in the first half. Ball on the Chaparral 33-yard line. Doherty looks to put up more points here as we approach halftime. Gish in the shotgun. Once again, Martinez next to him. Gish takes a snap. Fakes left. He's going to run it right, and he is thrown to the ground. Great play there by number 78. Chase Gallegos, the senior.
Chaparral seems to be getting a grip on this game by actually finding out what the problems with Dory is and punctuating on them so that they were able to push forward in this game.
Chaparral now making some defensive plays. They still haven't been able to get it going on offense. We've been talking about that all game. Chaparral here, it is a 2nd and 13. If they can find a quick way to stop Doherty here, they might have time to get the ball back and make a few passes to the sideline, get the ball out of bounds, stop the clock, and manage to get down and at least get 3 points on the board from a field goal. You can trust Ackerman to make those long field goals, and I think that's what Chaparral needs to trust. I think they need to trust in their defense and make sure that they can get a quick stop here.
Hopefully their defense can, in fact, defend Dory from passing through.
However, Chaparral does not have any timeouts left in this half. Doherty with 2. So Chaparral will have to find a way to stop them without a timeout, which is difficult to do. Gish will take the snap in the shotgun. Gish going down. It's intercepted! Second interception of the game for the Chaparral defense. There's a flag on the field. Connor Dooley, his second of the quarter. Connor Dooley having a huge game, 2 interceptions. There is a flag on the field. Dooley is having a massive game, picking off a pass there, just stepping in front of the receiver. Great play. Dooley, the linebacker, the junior.
Chaparral is getting more and more aggressive with every single way they can. For every morale booster, they seem to be coming in with stronger, harder hits.
So Chaparral with the turnover here. Chaparral now 44.3 seconds. We'll see where the ball is placed here. The ball will be placed at the Chaparral 13-yard line. That is 87 yards to go in 44.3 seconds. The Chaparral offense needs some magic here. If they can get a touchdown here, that would be huge. Ruth will take the snap, drops back. Ruth going deep. It is almost picked off by number 17, Xavier Wright. Wright just dropped the pass there. That would have completely negated the interception by Dooley. Right there, that's just a key drop. You can't miss those. You can't miss that opportunity.
Regis seemed to be upset. Doherty, excuse me, seems to be upset with that interception. Beefing up their defense. Running faster, hitting stronger.
Looks like Ryan Davis is far to the outside. He could be a key target here for Connor Ruth. Ruth drops back. Ruth avoiding the pressure. To his right, throws it down the field. He's got Jacob Keelan with an amazing catch on the sideline, able to drag those toes, get the feet down, and out of bounds. It stops the clock. First down, Chaparral, with 32.8 seconds left to go in the half.
Even though hitting the floor is quite painful, you have to get those toes down so you can catch that ball, get it all the way in, get those interceptions, get that catches.
Jacob Keelan with an amazing catch there. We haven't seen much of him tonight. Chaparral now setting up at their own 33-yard line. Ruth in the shotgun. Ruth now calling out the defense. He drops back for another pass. The blitz. Ruth able to just throw it away. And he's caught by the lineman! Trying to break through over the field. That was Jonah Rubadu that caught the pass from Ruth. Didn't seem to gain many yards, but that's just interesting. When you see a lineman catch a pass.
It is quite an amazing play indeed.
However, he may not have been an eligible receiver. That could be a penalty on Shap's side. The pass is completed. Jonah Rubadu, the lineman, gets a catch in this game.
That is great.
That could be the spark that this Chaparral offense needs. Ruth the drop. Huge pressure coming from number 51. Trent Hayden, the senior, just bursting completely through the line. That will end the half as Chaparral has no timeouts. The half is ended. Our score, Doherty 7, Chaparral nothing. We will be back with the halftime show and marching band performance. Thank you for watching the Chaparral Broadcasting Network.
Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. My name is Joseph Odessa.
My name is Ian Comest, and today we are broadcasting Doherty versus Chaparral. The second half set to begin here. The score is still 7-0 Doherty. Doherty will return or get the football here to start the second half. Kicker Nolan Ackerman will look to boot it down the field. Chaparral, we'll see if they could change how their offense or their offensive production in this game. Let's see if they boosted themselves during halftime.
During this first half, they seem to be that Chaparral seems to be finding a way to get through the defense of Doherty. But on the same hand, Doherty seems to be keeping up with their new strategy.
The kick by Ackerman will be returned. It is caught at around the 10-yard line. Making some moves there. And breaking free to the outside. What huge hit there. The run by number 22 of Doherty. Number 22, Isaiah Escalante Garcia, with the return there. Was almost taken down at about the 15, managed to get out of there and bring it down to about the Doherty 45. What a great way to start out the second half for Doherty.
Not so much for Chap.
Chaparral now looks to stop that early momentum coming into the second half. Looks like Chaparral's defense, at least we hope they can keep up how they were playing in that first half, which was extremely shut down defense. They performed very well. Gish takes the snap. He's only going to gain about 2 yards there. It will be second down because there's a pile up there.
Chaparral seem to be beefing up their defense.
Chaparral's been stopping the run all night, except for a few costly mistakes, like the touchdown from Brain Mosley. It was about an 80-yard touchdown.
Even though
Gish now looking back at the sideline, maybe getting a play call or an audible from his coach. Again in the shotgun, Gish will take the snap. It's a pitch out to Vanneman, and Vanneman will take it, and he is going to... Looks like he will get the first down. It'll be close. That was a 2nd and 5 play now.
Even though Chaparral seems to be doing not the best this time around, they have been doing very good at defending except for that one touchdown, even though it seems to be wishy-washy on their defense.
Looks like Vanneman was able to get the first down. 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter of this game. Chaparral still down 7-0. Doherty has the ball at the Chaparral 40-yard line, looking to score once again and make this a two-possession game.
Chaparral finishing timing a shoe.
Looks like Gish will take the snap once again in the shotgun. Rolling to his right. He's got his receiver. Good play there from Doherty. Looks like number 26, Martinez, with the good catch there.
20 making the tackle, Griffin
Vanderwert with the tackle, the junior. Gish rolling to his left. Gish has time. Gish is going to throw to the end zone. It's intercepted by Tyzel Lewis, his second of the game. Tyzel Lewis with another interception. That's 4 interceptions on the night for Gish. And Chaparral has so far not been able to get points, or able to
the interception.
I should say get points off the interception. The turnovers have been massive in this game. However, Chaparral just cannot find a way to score. This could be their chance, as Ruth will take over. Lewis with his second interception of the night.
Every interception that seems to be happening, 1, boosts the morale of Chaparral, and 2, finds a new way to get through the defense. Hopefully, one of those strategies will bring them all the way down to the end line. End zone.
Ruth takes snap. It's a handoff. Dylan Smithwick take this running to his left. Outside Smithwick. Big hole trying to break some tackles. Looks like he's close to the first down yard line.
Like I was saying,
Chaparral with the first play, gaining some yards there.
Like I was saying before, every interception seems to be finding a new way for them to break through the defense of Doherty.
As always, looks like a first down on the run by Smithwick. Good awareness to get out to his left and avoid the defense and power his way through. Smithwick having a big game. He's got definitely over 10 carries tonight. The Chaparral offense is really relying on him, and while it hasn't been working with that play, they could spark some momentum. We'll see what they do here. Connor Ruth under center here. One of the only times we've actually seen him under center this game. The handoff to Lewis, and he will be easily stopped by the Doherty defensive line behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of yards there. It will be a second and what looks to be 16. Approaching 10 minutes now left in the third quarter. Looks like a timeout has been called. We'll see here. Both teams going back to the sideline. However, Doherty walking back on the field. Chaparral going to their sideline. Referees talking over something. Connor Ruth running back onto the field with his Chaparral offense. Looking to do something here for the first time this game. Ruth will take the snap. The play action. He's got it to Keeland, and the pass is severely underthrown to Jacob Keeland. It will be a third and very long, 3rd and 16 now. Chaparral needs something here. They started off with a good play, get that first down. However, after that, they've just been losing yards.
Their quarterback not seeming to be able to pass to other teammates. Hopefully they can find a play where they run through the defense. Passing seems to be not one of their strong suits tonight.
Lots of dropped balls from the Chaparral offense tonight. Ruth will take the snap. It's a handoff to Smithwick. The big run. He's going to gain what looks to be about 13 yards on the play. That will not be enough for a first down. They're going to be about 2 yards short. The Chaparral punting team will come out and...
Well, at least they're finding a strat to get it down the field and farther away from the end zone.
Ackerman now. Good snap. The kick is up. Vanema, the kick is out of bounds around the 40-yard line. Doherty will take over the ball, and we'll see what Doherty's offense can do here. Chaparral's defense definitely has been shutting them down. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Gish will hit a pitch to Mosley. He's got some room to his left, and he will take it for about 7 yards there.
At the beginning of that, looks like they were having a messy handoff, making the Chaparral team easier to get in there, stop them, and they are still going on to their second down.
Gish now will look to set up his Doherty offense at the Chaparral 49. Now in Chaparral territory. Gish now will take the snap in the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, running to his right. He's got room. Gish gets a block, and he's taken out of bounds. Tackled there by Lydell Hudson. Gish with the good play there to get outside and gain some yards. That will be a Doherty first down, moving farther into Chaparral territory.
Doherty seems to be making good long yard plays and seems to be keeping up with those plays almost every single down they can.
Mosley in motion. Gish will hand it off to Vanamon, and Vanamon has some room up the middle. Looks like a gain of 9 there. Andrew Lee with the tackle. The senior defensive back. It will be a first down for Doherty.
Like an unstoppable force, they seem to be going through the defense, almost running over them one by one. Chaparral, before this moment, was doing a ball strategy, stopping as an entire hole.
Mosley in motion again. The handoff to Mosley. He'll look to take it up the middle, gaining yards. Gotten to about the 21-yard line. Mosley having a big game tonight. Over 100 yards rushing. He's got a touchdown. Mosley could be the reason Doherty takes this game.
But also on the other team, we seem to have one of our own Chaparral team winners who seem to be making all the plays himself and making it so that Chaparral might have a winning chance as well, if not just making one touchdown for this entire game.
Doherty setting up again. Gish, the only one in the backfield. Moving in is Vanamon. The handoff to Vanamon. He's got room up the middle. Looks like another first down for Doherty. Doherty just piling it on with the run game. The duo of Mosley and Vanamon has been extremely difficult to stop tonight. Two very fast guys, two very strong guys. Doherty has been really putting it on tonight with the run game. Chaparral does need to find a way to close those gaps in the offensive line and shut them down.
They need to find a way to not only come together as a whole group to stop, but find a way to be quick on their feet about it as well and almost think as a community mind.
Gish will take it himself, getting down to about the 1-yard line. Gish down to the 1. Looks like he will run to the sideline, get the call from coach. Doherty extremely close to scoring here. Chaparral needs to make a stop here if they want to have a chance in this game. Chaparral cannot go down 2 touchdowns with the way their offense has been producing this game.
Especially with their win-loss ratio.
Chaparral. It is a handoff to Vanamon. And he will not get through the Chaparral defense. Stopped at around the 1. 2nd and goal for Doherty.
Chaparral is not going to allow Doherty to score this touchdown.
The Spartans are extremely close to scoring here. Going up by 2 possessions. That could be huge. This could be a game-winning touchdown here. Gish running back into the huddle with the play call.
The Doherty coach might have a play to push through that defense.
I'm predicting a play to Mosley here. Mosley will take the ball. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Doherty. Brian Mosley was able to power through on the run, and Doherty now goes up by 2 touchdowns. The score is 13-0 pending the extra point.
5 minutes and 48 seconds left on the clock.
Kicker now, number 24, Gabrick Decker. Snap, hold, the kick is good. Doherty now up 14-0. We will be back on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. The kickoff here from Gabrick Decker. The kick looks to be returned. It is touched, however, Tyzel Lewis will take it, running to his left. He's got some room. A nice move there, Lewis. Past the 30, Lewis stays on his feet. Lewis breaks another tackle, and he's thrown down at the 38-yard line. Tyzel Lewis with another amazing play there. He's been great for kick returns and punt returns for Chaparral all season, including a huge return in the game in California.
The excitement on the stands is insane with the amazing plays that are happening throughout tonight. Chaparral, every time they seem to be making an amazing play, every single time, the morale boosts up every single time.
Chaparral now. Connor Ruth. Connor Ruth now to take the snap. It's another handoff to Tyzel Lewis. Lewis not getting much there, breaking tackles, and he is immediately thrown down. Looks like he gained only about a yard there with all the pushing.
Even a yard for Chaparral is a wonderful gain, because that means it is an actual game.
Chaparral now in solid field position after that kick return. Chaparral needs to do something with the field position their special teams units have been giving them this game. Connor Ruth, again, it takes a snap. It is a pass. Throwing. It is tipped, and pass was intended for Nick Miles, number 21 of Doherty.
Chaparral.
Jose Hanford, the junior, was able to knock down the pass there.
Chaparral seems to be getting more accurate with their throws, but Doherty seems to be getting more aggressive with their defensive.
Defensive plays have been strong on both sides. Score is only 14-0 with just under 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Chaparral setting up their offense again. Ruth has two receivers to each side of him. Ruth will take the snap. It's a pass. He drops back, throwing. Incomplete. Intended for number 81, Joshua Kovac, the sophomore. And just like that, Nolan Ackerman back out to punt for the Chaparral Wolverines. The Spartans will retain control of the ball once again.
Hopefully this punt sets them back more than just enough yards to keep Chaparral towards the Spartans, but not too far.
Ackerman, the clean snap and the clean punt. Vanneman will not return it as it goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. We will be back on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcast Network. The pitch to Mosley, gaining some yards, looks to be only about a 6-yard gain. However, these small gains of 3, 4, 5 yards, they've just been able to do it consistently and get through this Chap defense. Chaparral needs to find a way to stop these short runs because they're just piling up, and the Spartans are finding a way to move down the field.
Looks like an injury for the Spartans.
Spartans player is down. Same with the Chaparral player. Is that trying to figure out who that is?
Number 5.
Andrew Lee, the defensive back, the senior, walking off the field on his own power. However, he was sitting on the ground for a few seconds, walking off with the trainers now. Let's hope he's okay. Looks like number 47, Jacob Shankles, will go into the game for Lee. Shankles, the junior, has size, hasn't gotten much playing time this game. He looks to make a difference. Doherty with the ball. Gish will take the snap. It is a 2nd and 4 with 4 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in the period. The toss to Vanneman, Vanneman has some room, makes a cut, and he's able to get the first down. Vanneman having a big game. Looks like some pushing and shoving between Tyzel Lewis and Elijah Bates in the backfield.
Looks like after that pushing and subbing, they seem to come to an agreement, tapping out and hopefully continuing this game with no more roughhouse play. Regis seems to be coming up the field very quickly. Doherty seems to be coming up the field very quickly with all of their passes through the defense.
Gish will take the snap. Mosley in motion once again. Flags are down. Looks to be a false start. That is a false start on the offense. I think it was number 71, Julian Martinez. The false start will set them back 5 yards. 1st and 15 with just under 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. This is Chaparral's chance to make a stand and get the ball back and finally manage to get some points on the board. The pass to Mosley. He's got some room. Big hit there as he's thrown down. Looks like no gain. Gains about 5 yards on the play.
Chaparral increasing their defense power. Doherty increasing their offense power. Canceling out, yet seems to be that Doherty has just enough to push through the defense, finding cracks, dodging and weaving, going from fourths to firsts.
Gish again, the only one in the backfield. Mosley lined up far next to him. Mosley in motion again. The handoff to Vanneman. Vanneman is going to be dropped. Good play there by the Chaparral defense to stop the speed of Vanneman from getting across. There are flags on the field now. Looks like some arguing going down near the line of scrimmage. We'll see what the call is. Personal foul on Tyzel Lewis. That sets them forward 15 yards and an automatic first down. That is not what Chaparral needed. They need to find a way to get this ball back. They cannot be taking penalties like that in this game.
Hopefully on this next play, they can find a way to either push back the offense or find their own way to fumble the ball, hopefully.
Tyzel Lewis has been taken out of the game for this play after the personal foul call. Gish will take it himself, and he manages to push through the Chaparral line, get about 7 yards on that play.
Gish is finding creative ways to push through the defense, either using one of his own or going straight in through himself. Finding creative ways to either push right down the middle or down the sides.
Gain of 6. It will be 2nd and 4. Just above 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Doherty still leading 14-0. Gish will take the snap. Vanneman in motion. Gish will take it himself and pushing through. Able to stop him is the Chaparral defensive line short of the first down. Mikey McClelland with the tackle. A 3rd down and 3. A minute and a half left. Chaparral's defense needs to make a stand here on 3rd down. The Spartans have been very good on 3rd down this game, converting almost all of their attempts. We'll see what Gish does. Vanneman in motion. The handoff to Mosley. Mosley will not get the first down. That is a huge stop for Chaparral.
These stops by Chaparral seem to be getting them all the way down to the 4th, which is perfect for Chaparral. Hopefully the ball can be returned to them, make it down the field, score some points, and hopefully win this game.
Doherty looks to be going for it here on 4th and 3. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Doherty will go for it here. in their usual formation with Vanneman and Mosley to the side. Mosley now in motion. Gish pitched to Mosley. Mosley gets the first down and more. Mosley down to the 23. That was Chaparral's chance to make a stand. They were not able to.
Opportunity wasted.
Chaparral now with another first down to handle. It looks like Doherty will just let the quarter run out here. We will be back on the Chaparral Broadcast Network. This is the end of the third quarter. Doherty 14, Chaparral nothing. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. 1st and 10 for Doherty. This can be taken by Gish, and he will manage to get close to the first down line. Another big run play there for the Spartans. Tyzel Lewis running onto the field after his personal foul in the previous quarter.
Number 5 being taken off the field. Hopefully it doesn't affect Chaparral too much during this next quarter.
Chaparral needing some momentum. There is still more than enough time to come back. Doherty now setting up. It'll be a 2nd and 4. Beautiful play there, breaking tackles, eventually taken down by number 2, Lydell Hudson. The run by Vanneman.
Spartans seem to be doing more plays and more plays, getting very close to that goal line. Hopefully Chaparral can find a defense to push back or even make another touchdown of their own to not have a 0-14 streak.
Gish, the quarterback again. Early today, we did say Seifert play some quarterback. However, Gish has been the man so far this game.
Oh,
And looks like I did not see what happened. Griffin Vanderwert did end up with the football.
what I think happened was
I was looking at my roster at the time of the play.
Chaparral was trying to catch up on a fumble that number 85 dropped. Griffin taking the ball and running with it.
Number 85, Charles Lopez. Ball was picked up by Vanderwert. Looks like Doherty will keep possession, as they will call it.
Chaparral trying to make a good play, but not exactly with the rules.
Again, Vanneman. This play could be either going to Vanneman or Mosley here. Martinez in motion. Timeout, Doherty. They could not get the play set. We will be back here on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. 9 minutes and 47 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter.
Back on.
Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Doherty looking to score here. They are in the red zone. Once again, 2nd and 11 at the Chaparral 12-yard line. Gish in the shotgun. Mosley in motion. Gish will pitch to Mosley. Mosley running the outside. He's got a block, makes a cut, and he's able to get inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 5. Again, the Spartans are able to just get closer and closer to the end zone, and the threat of scoring is absolutely insane right now.
Almost every single break that the Spartans take seems to be a massive gain in what they do. On this next play, they might get another touchdown, or Chaparral can increase their defense.
I am predicting another run here by either Mosley or Vanamon. Mosley in motion. Gish is going to take it, and he's easily wrapped up there by number 8, Lionel Barham, the defensive lineman, with a great tackle there.
Chaparral seems to be noticing a little trend that happens with Gish.
Chaparral needs to find out a way to stop either Gish, Vanamon, or Mosley here. Those are the only 3 guys that have been running the ball. The field goal attempt by Decker. Decker the kick. And it is good. So a 3-possession game now in favor of the Spartans. Chaparral nothing. Spartans 17. We'll be back.
What are you looking for? Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Club. 0-17, Spartans having the lead, starting off with a kickoff.
Looks to be, some aggressive play there from the Doherty side. Looks like Chaparral player was thrown down there. That was center that was thrown down over the injured Chaparral player that was laying on the ground there. Did manage to get up and walk off on his own power.
He was not injured. He just caught the ball.
Never mind then. Connor Ruth walking out to start another offensive drive. Hopefully this one isn't as unsuccessful as the other ones have been. Connor Ruth will take the snap. It is a pass. Ruth going down the field. He's got Ryan Davis, the junior receiver, could not hang on to the ball there. The pass was a bit overthrown. Davis would have had to made a very acrobatic catch there.
With these new plays that the Chaparral team seems to be doing, hopefully they can find a way that picks and sticks. The Spartans seem to be running out of fuel, and that's what Chaparral needs to be passing through defenses, going over throws, and hopefully making a touchdown.
Chaparral now setting up at their own 30. It will be 2nd and 10 with just over 8 minutes left in the 4th quarter. The handoff is dropped by Tyzel Lewis. The handoff is muffed there, and Doherty has possession of the football. Huge turnover there from Tyzel Lewis. Momentum killer. Chaparral just cannot let these things happen in a game like this. Doherty now has the football. Gish will be back on the field. He's got extremely dangerous targets like Vanamon and Mosley, who have been absolutely amazing this game. Tyzel Lewis cannot make such plays. He needs to keep his hands on the football.
Oh yes, Doherty making amazing plays all the way down the field. Seems to be that Chaparral's even the smallest mistakes have the biggest consequences.
Vanamon in motion. He will take the handoff to his right. Has a block. He's gaining some yards. Looks like he can gain about 8 there.
Second down with this new play coming up.
It'll be 2nd and 4 for the Spartans at the Chaparral 28-yard line.
Doherty needs to find a way to break through the defense, but with our recent history, they might just find a way to find a crack, make a touchdown.
Handoff to Vanneman. Vanneman has some room there, as looks like he is able to pick up the first down. Or maybe not. Maybe he might be a yard short. We'll see.
Number 58 coming into play.
Number 58, Monte Alvarez, coming into play. Substituting for number 35, Philip Dewey. So Alvarez in the game in place of Dewey. Gish looking towards the sideline. Timeout Doherty. We will be back on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Doherty still leads Chaparral by 17. And with possession of the ball, they look to make this. The Vanneman will take the handoff now. He gets the first down. Another big play from Doherty now to get past the Chaparral defense.
Doherty making strong plays, hoping for another touchdown to rub in to Chaparral's face. Chaparral will not put up with it. Hopefully they can find a way to crack through the defense and get another touchdown so they can say they got points.
Doherty now setting up at the Chaparral 22-yard line, getting closer and closer to that red zone where they have been extremely hot all game. Gish now setting up for a 1st and 10 with 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. Mosley now taking the handoff. Big run, breaking through tackles. He is going to bulldoze his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. What an amazing play there. Flag is down. However, what strength by Mosley to completely carry Tyzel Lewis. And the play will be brought back, holding on offense. That is a huge call as Chaparral. That is insane. Even though the play was called back, Mosley completely carried Tyzel Lewis on his back 10 yards to the end zone.
His teammates were trying to help him out the entire time, trying to push through that defense. That was such an amazing play.
However, it will be called back. So now Doherty setting up at the Chaparral 29-yard line. We'll see if Mosley can do something similar this next play.
Pushing through a defense like that must be a little intimidating for Chaparral.
Gish now lining up in this.
Again, very sorry for that interruption. The internet at Echo Park seems to be going on and off. But anyways, back into the game.
While during that break, Vanneman was able to run for a 1st down, and it is a 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the game clock. Doherty just kind of running out the ball here. One minute left to go in the game. Looks like Doherty just running down the clock as long as they can here. 2nd and 9 for the Spartans. Gish now just running down the clock as far as he can. He will take the knee. Players congratulating each other. They will let the clock run out. The clock running out. Doherty will take victory here, 17-0 against the Chaparral Wolverines. Players now lining up for handshakes as they still respect each other.
This will make their win-loss ratio 1-6.
The Chaparral Wolverines will go down to 1-6. The Doherty Spartans will go up to 3-4. The Wolverines, another loss. They have been shut out 2 straight games as the Doherty Spartans have won 17-0, your final. Player of the game on Doherty's side has to be definitely number 7, Gage Vanneman, the senior, 5'8", 170 pounds, or Brain Mosley, also the senior, 5'10", 175 pounds. Both had amazing games, but the quarterback, Brody Gish, was able to feed them those runs and was able to run the ball himself. I like how they played tonight. I think that the Chaparral defense, they need to close up those gaps that the offensive line is creating for those running backs. But overall, I think the Chaparral defense played great tonight. It was just the offense that couldn't come in handy.
Yes, indeed. Defense also could have been picking up on themselves. What they seem to be lacking in is in teamwork, which is also what the Chaparral team is also missing in a whole.
Players for the game for Chaparral are number 1, Tyzel Lewis, and number 25, Connor Dooley, both with 2 interceptions. Chaparral was not able to convert those interceptions into points. However, they're both great plays. Connor Dooley getting 2 interceptions on 2 straight possessions. Chaparral now 1-6 with their new coach. The new coach, Jeff Ketron, replacing Coach Dobbs from last year. Chaparral football made the playoffs last year. However, this year they have been much weaker. They have 2 straight games. They have not been able to put a point on the board. 2 straight home games. Chaparral needs to pick up the pace on offense. They need to find something that works. If that means, taking Connor Ruth out of the game and using a different quarterback, I don't think that would be necessary because Ruth had a good game. It was just, the players around him haven't been able to produce. His receivers weren't catching the ball. His passes were mostly accurate. It's just a matter of, the defense is great. The defense is spectacular. But if Chaparral can get their offense going, they can be an extremely dangerous team, even though it seems now is a lost season considering the 1-6 record.
Yes, this is something very hard for the Chaparral team to take after an amazing victory streak last year. This year seems to be such a downfall for a previous win-loss ratio. But what they do need to recognize is that even though some failures result in badness, of course, they need to remember that you learn from your failures.
Chaparral looks to bounce back next week. We hope they will. After 2 tough losses, everyone here on the Chaparral side is hoping that they can turn it around. This has been football on the Chaparral Broadcasting Network. Your final score, the Doherty Spartans 17, the Chaparral Wolverines 0. We will see you on our next telecast when we broadcast the next Chaparral Wolverines home game. Thank you for watching, and good night.